Hello and welcome back to Let's Learn English, your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a slow and natural pace. I'm Michael, and I'm so happy you're here with me again. Today's lesson is going to be very practical and very useful because we will focus on English sentences you can use at the airport. Airports can feel stressful. You may feel tired, you may be in a hurry, and you may need to communicate clearly with airline staff, security officers, immigration officers, or even other passengers. That is why learning natural, everyday English for airport situations is so important. In this lesson, I will not only give you single sentences, but also show you how to use them in full conversations. I'll speak slowly, pause often, and encourage you to shadow me. That means you listen, and then you repeat after me. This will help you build confidence, practice your pronunciation, and prepare for real-life travel situations. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to check in at the counter, go through security, understand announcements, ask for help, and make small talk with other travelers. So let's begin. Imagine you have just arrived at the airport. You find the check-in counter for your airline, and you walk up to the desk. The staff greets you politely. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Good morning. How can I help you today? Good morning. I'd like to check in for my flight to London. May I see your passport and ticket, please? Here you are. Do you also need my booking reference? That's not necessary. Do you have any luggage to check in? Yes, I have one suitcase and one backpack. I'd like to check the suitcase and carry the backpack with me. Please place your suitcase on the scale. Sure. Is there a weight limit for this flight? Yes, the limit is 23.3 kilos. Your bag is 22 kilos. So, it is fine. Perfect. I was a little worried it might be overweight. Would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat? If possible, I would prefer an aisle seat, please. Let me check. Yes, there is an aisle seat available in row 24. That sounds great. Thank you. Could you tell me if the flight is on time? Yes, the flight is on schedule. Boarding begins at gate C17 at 9:45. Could you please explain how to get to gate C17? Of course. After security, follow the signs for Terminal C. Walk past the duty-free shop and you will see gate C17 on your left. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. Seconds. You're welcome. Have a safe flight. That was a typical check-in conversation. Notice the polite questions and answers. At this level, you can add details such as, I'd like to check the suitcase and carry the backpack. These extra words make your English sound more complete. Now, let's move to the security check. Many travelers feel nervous here, but if you know the vocabulary, it becomes easier. Imagine you walk to the security officer. They greet you and ask for your documents. Good morning. Boarding pass and passport, please. Here you go. Thank you. Please put your bag on the conveyor belt and remove your jacket. Sure. Do I also need to take out my laptop? Yes. Laptops and tablets must be placed in a separate tray. Liquids should also be removed from your bag. I understand. I have a small bottle of water. Is that allowed? I'm afraid not. Liquids over 100 milliliters are not permitted. You can throw it away before you pass through. That's fine. I'll throw it away now. Thank you. Please walk through the scanner. Do I need to take off my shoes? Not here. It's not required in this line. Great. Thank you for your help. All clear. You may collect your belongings. Have a nice day. Thank you. You too. Security is finished. Now you are walking through the terminal. You hear an announcement. Listen carefully. Attention. Passengers on Flight 5622 to Madrid. Boarding will begin in 20 minutes at gate A15. Please proceed to the gate with your documents ready. When you hear an announcement, focus on three important things: the destination, the gate number, and the time. You don't need to understand every single word. Now imagine you are not sure about the gate. You want to ask another passenger. Excuse me, is this the line for Flight 562 to Madrid? Yes, it is. Boarding will start soon. Thank you. I wasn't sure if I was in the right place. No problem. Have a good flight. Now, let's practice what you might say if you're waiting too long at the gate. Excuse me, do you know if the flight is delayed? I've been waiting here for almost an hour. Could you tell me what's happening? Is the boarding time the same, or has it changed? These are polite ways to ask for information when you feel uncertain. Next, imagine you are sitting at the gate and you start a small conversation with another passenger. Listen and repeat. Hi there. Are you traveling for business or for vacation? I'm going for vacation. I'll spend 1 week in Barcelona. How about you? I'm traveling for work. I have meetings in Madrid for 3 days. That sounds busy. Will you have any free time to explore the city? Maybe one evening. I'd love to try some Spanish food if I get the chance. You definitely should. The food in Spain is amazing. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your holiday. And I hope your meetings go well. Safe travels. These short conversations are very useful. They make the waiting time friendlier, and they also give you practice in speaking English naturally. So far, we have practiced check-in, security, listening to announcements, asking for help, and making small talk at the gate. In the next part, we will continue with boarding the plane, speaking with flight attendants, asking for help during the flight, going through immigration after landing, and finally collecting your luggage. We will also practice polite questions, common problems, and natural responses so you feel confident from start to finish. Now, let's move forward. You are still waiting at the gate and it is time to board the plane. You hear another announcement. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to begin boarding for Flight 562 to Madrid. We invite passengers with small children or anyone needing extra assistance to board first. Now, boarding all passengers seated in rows 20 to 35. Please have your boarding passes and passports ready. Announcements like this are very common. They often say who can board first, which rows are boarding, and what documents you need to show. Imagine you walk to the boarding desk. The airline staff greets you. Good evening. May I see your boarding pass and passport, please? Of course. Here you are. Thank you. You are in seat 24C. Please board straight ahead and follow the signs. Great. Thank you. Could you tell me if the flight is full tonight? Yes, the flight is completely full, so please make sure to place your bag quickly in the overhead bin. Understood. Thank you for the advice. Now, you step onto the plane. A flight attendant greets you at the entrance. Welcome aboard. Could you please show me your boarding pass? Of course. Here it is. Thank you. Your seat is 24C on the left side of the aircraft. Perfect. Could you also tell me where the nearest restroom is? Yes, there is one restroom at the front and two at the back of the plane. That's very helpful. Thank you. Now you are seated on the plane. Let's practice some useful sentences you may say to a fellow passenger. Excuse me, I believe this is my seat. Would you mind checking your ticket? Sorry, you're right. I'm actually in the middle seat. No problem. Let's switch. Could I please get past you? I need to reach my seat by the window. Sure, let me stand up so you can pass. Thank you very much. During the flight, you may also need to speak to the flight attendants. Let's practice some examples. Excuse me, could I have a blanket, please? Certainly. I'll bring one right away. Could I also have some water? Of course. Would you like still water or sparkling water? Still water, please. Excuse me, when will the meal service begin? In about 30 minutes. We will serve drinks first and then dinner. Great. Could you tell me what the dinner options are? Tonight we have chicken with rice or vegetarian pasta. I'll have the vegetarian pasta, please. Certainly. I'll bring it to you when it's ready. Excuse me, could you help me fill out this landing card? Of course. What information do you need help with? Pause. I'm not sure what to write under purpose of visit. If you are visiting for holiday, just write tourism. If it's for work, write business. That makes sense. Thank you very much. Now let's move to the end of the flight. The plane has landed and you are walking toward immigration. Immigration officers often ask questions about your trip. Let's practice those questions and answers. Good afternoon. May I see your passport, please? Of course. Here it is. What is the purpose of your visit? I am here for vacation. I plan to stay for 1 week. Where will you be staying? I have booked a hotel in the city center. Here is the confirmation. Do you have a return ticket? Yes, here is my return ticket for next Saturday. Thank you. How much money are you bringing with you? I have about 800 euros in cash and a credit card. That's fine. Enjoy your stay. Thank you very much. At immigration, the key is to answer clearly, politely, and honestly. Don't give one-word answers. Add details so the officer feels confident about your purpose. Next, you go to the baggage claim area. Let's practice what you might say if there's a problem with your luggage. Excuse me, my suitcase has not arrived yet. Could you please check if it is still coming? What does your suitcase look like? It is a large black suitcase with a red tag on the handle. Do you have your baggage claim ticket? Yes, here it is. Thank you. I will check the system for you. Sometimes the bags arrive late, but if it is lost, we will deliver it to your hotel. I see. I really hope it arrives soon. Don't worry. Most of the time, the luggage is found within a few hours. Thank you for your help. Now you finally walk out to the arrivals hall. Maybe a friend or family member is waiting for you. Let's practice some natural greetings. Hello, it's so good to see you again. I can't believe the flight is finally over. It feels great to be here. Thank you for coming to pick me up. How was your trip? Did everything go smoothly? Yes, it went well. The only problem was a short delay, but otherwise everything was fine. I'm so glad you arrived safely. Let's go home and get some rest. That's perfect. I'm looking forward to a good meal and a shower. And now we have reached the end of the airport journey. We started at check-in, we passed through security, we listened to announcements, we boarded the plane, we practiced conversations with flight attendants, we went through immigration, and we collected our luggage. Each step gave us new sentences, new questions, and new answers to practice. The important thing is this: you don't need to be perfect. You only need to be polite, clear, and confident. Speak in complete sentences. Add details when possible. And if you don't understand, ask for clarification. That is how you communicate naturally at the B1, B2 level. Before we finish, I want to encourage you to practice often. Come back to this lesson. Listen again. Repeat again. Shadow my voice again. Each time, it will feel easier. Each time, your pronunciation will improve. Each time, your confidence will grow. And now, a small challenge for you. In the comments, write down one airport sentence you found useful today. It could be something you want to remember, something you didn't know before, or something you think you will use in real life. Share it with the community, and let's practice together. This is Let's Learn English. I'm Michael, and I'm very proud of the work you did today. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep believing in yourself, and step by step you will reach your English goals. See you next time.